What is up, everybody? This is Hex, and today I will be playing a bit of a different flavor of Storm. So the idea behind this is that the format's pretty degenerate right now, and so the plan of Madcap experimenting and then stalling out with empties is pretty good right now. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Since many decks aren't going to be playing hard removal like Path and Terminate. Also, Death Shadow is pretty huge, and I think the combination of both of these would be pretty good versus Death Shadow. So, without further ado, let's jump into the games. Alright, here we are for round number 1, and we are on the draw. And this hand looks pretty good if we can find a red source. Alright, Catacombs. Hopefully this isn't 4-color Death Shadow, but it looks like a Thoughtseize deck or an Inquisition. Probably gonna take a Sleight of Hand, is what I'd assume. Oh, they actually take the Electromancer. Alright, so we're of course just going to Sleight of Hand here. Grab the red source. Pass turn. Let's see what our opponent does. That makes me think it's Rock. Which it looks like it is. Alright, let's grab Gifts Ungiven. Just pass turn. The Scooze makes it pretty unlikely that we'll be able to use our graveyard, which is unfortunate. But they do have a swamp, so they can't eat two things. Ooh, Liliana the Veil. I think I'm gonna discard this Past in Flames and try to go off this turn. Yeah. As they can't eat anything this turn. Alright. So what we want to do is we want to fire off these Metamorphoses. Probably red. Now probably red-blue. Let's play the Opt. And bottom that. Yeah, it's not looking like this game is gonna go well if they just hold up Scooze activation. Or if they tap out again, we have a chance. But I would say it's less than hopeful. We're eating Passive Flames? Yep. Now, we'll just grab our mountain. They're preemptively eating just to grow the Scooze. Okay. That's interesting, but it won't be useful, unfortunately. Can't quite kill the Scooze. Dark Confidant. Yeah, this was looking pretty over. Could try one more, hope that they misplay, but if we don't get it this turn, then just gonna concede. Alright, so we can ritual Metamorphose. I guess we should have Metamorphosed first in case we drew a cost reducer. So we just passed some flames here. And they've got 2 Scooz activations. They eat a ritual. They're gonna eat another ritual. Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to cast a ritual. That way if we draw a cost reducer, we can play it. So we're gonna go blue-red here. Do another one. For blue-red. Nope. Try again. Blue-red. And now we can slate a hand. Grab a land. And now we can grape shot their board. Yeah, we could just kill everything. Four, 5, 6. So there goes all of their permanents, and we're left with 2 slate of hands and a Past in Flames in the yard. So that's a couple of our Metamorphoses. So let's just slate a hand, slate a hand. Empty's going to be really good, actually. Grape shot. I think we just empty here. Alright. Wicked Field of Ruin. Failed to find. I guess I should have probably looked at what we have left in deck, but all I have is this Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, they can Inquisition take our Grape Shot. Yeah, Abrupt Decay. That shaves our clock by a turn. This is opt here. Don't really want to land. Alright, we get a land anyways. So what to get with this Gifts Ungiven? I don't actually know. Alright, they conceded. Alright. That was actually from a very unhopeful state to a very hopeful state. Alright. So against Rock, we're gonna want some empties. Probably a Dismember. Some pieces of puzzles. An Echoing Truth. Don't think this is a good idea since they're going to have Liliana as well as Maelstrom Pulse as well as I guess that's all they have, right? It's just Maelstrom Pulse because they're not Jund, they don't have Terminates. But hopefully we can get through this. I'm probably gonna shave an Electromancer, shave a couple ops, Blue 2, shave a Noxious, and then we can probably shave a Ritual and 2 Gifts Ungivens. We could run it like that. Don't think I want to bring in the Bolt here. I think Grape Shot's just better. But really what we need is access to our graveyard. I think I'm going to keep this one on the draw. We've got Seer Visions, a Sleight of Hand to hopefully find another land, or preferably a red source. Alright. Alright, that's sweet. Alright. Top that. Bottom that, don't really want a 4th land. But next turn we can empty. Or we can grape shot the Bob. I like that better. Good ol' bolt the Bob. Alright, there's a Tarmogoyf. They seem to be stuck on lands. Alright, so I am going to sleight of hand first. Oh, grab that Manamorphose. One Ritual and one Manamorphose. That way, if we draw a cost reducer here. Alright, I'll Manamorphose again. And then we can Ritual. Or Ritual. Ritual. And empty. I could have spliced there, but it only would have net us one more mana. I think while they're stuck on 2 lands, it's good to just empty. Since they don't have enough to cast a Maelstrom Pulse. And here's their 3rd land, so I would guess that they don't have Maelstrom Pulse. Okay. Taking out our empty. That's fine. So we're just gonna want to play our land out. Oops, attack with all. You got them on a 2-turn clock, either they have it or they don't. Alright, and guess they didn't have it, so that's gonna be taking down Rock in game number 1. After from a not so great looking board to a pretty nice win. Empty the Warrens, All-Star in both. Alright. Let's go into round 2. Alright, here's round number 2. We are on the draw once again. This looks like a pretty nice hand. Ooh, Goblin Guide. This looks like maybe Rakdos Burn. Hey, we got a land. Alright, so we are gonna have to discard the hand size, I'm pretty sure. Don't really... do we want another land? We don't want another land, really. But I think it's okay to draw it. But do we want a sleight of hand? I think we're in the market for a sleight of hand. I'm okay with this. Discarding the land we got off of Goblin Guide. And I want to put the land on top, that way we can get another card out of our deck. So I would assume they attack with Goblin Guide. A bump in the night. There we go. Yeah, this is Rakdos Burn. Really want to wait until we can play out the Electromancer and go off. So really looking for a Manamorphose here. I think we're gonna take a Ritual. There's a Brawl. We could take the Brawl. Yeah, just take a Brawl and Cantrip. That sounds good to me. Now we're gonna discard the island. Alright, we could just be dead. They are going to have quite a lot of cards in hand. Now they reveal the Brawl, which is what we're gonna play out next turn. Alright, so let's play the Brawl here. This might be a Searing Blaze. Oh, that definitely makes me sad. Now we just have an Opt on top. Yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Unless they have 2 lands in hand. Because if they got 2 lands in hand, we can actually win if they draw another one, but it's not looking great. How's that? Shard Volley. Yup. That'll do it. Alright, so against Burn, we are going to want this Platinum Empyrean combo. And then we're also going to want these Empty the Words, and probably a Lightning Bolt. And we can go off our Graveyard here. Probably don't want a Grape Shot. Some number of these. And then probably another Electromancer. Really just looking to Madcap or Empty. And we could run it like that. Alright, let's play. This is going to be a mulligan. Oh, that's even worse. Alright, mulligan again. Alright, this is a keep. We will keep the Ritual on top. That way we can get a quick Empyrean. I don't think they'll be expecting it. Yeah, there's the guide. Alright. So, we'll take it. And now we'll just Empyrean here. So that's Ritual, Ritual, Madcap. Now we can pass the turn. We got all these cards revealed. So let's see if they can deal with an Empyrean. Rakdos Burn seems to be, I would guess, the worst to deal with an Empyrean. Let's see if they're Mardu. Nope. Looks like they're gonna try to deal with it next turn, actually. With bolts. A Rift Bolt is like the only way they can actually deal with it. I guess we use this land to look, not really gonna want another land. We are gonna want a Sleight of Hand. We could swing in pretty easily. Probably should have put the land on top because they're gonna attack in with Goblin Guide, but I think if they kill the Empyrean, we're pretty dead anyways. Yeah. Looks like they're gonna try to kill it. With a triple bolt. Yep. Unfortunate. I guess that was kind of a misplay by them. They're not going to attack in with the Goblin Guide. Interesting. I mean, we are on 17 while they're on they're on 3 cards in hand. Nothing to scoff at, but they don't have a land, which is quite a bit scary. We'll grab a Steam Vents here and have it enter untapped. We'll pass turn. Unfortunate that we have the Empyrean in hand. Tormod's Crypt. Yeah, so the reason you play 2 is because if you have 1 in hand. I was hoping that the Empyrean would kick around for a while longer, but seems like that was not the plan they had in store. Ooh, light up the stage. Sweet, let's see what they get. Oh, oops, wrong one. Double Goblin Guide. Oh boy. Alright, so I think winning this game starts with playing out a brawl. And then probably a pieces off the top. Yeah, there's a second Goblin Guide. And a Swift Sphere. Alright, we're just gonna block a guide. Pieces, alright. That is a good start. We'll block a guide. Take 6. Alright, so let's I think we're gonna no, I think we're just going oh, I think we play the ritual and then play the pieces. Just so that we have access to this blue mana if we need it. We're really hoping for a Manamorphose and a pieces. Ooh, an empty. Empty seems really good. I was playing out 8. Gonna be enough. I think we grab pieces Manamorphose. Be a little bit greedy. Go for a double blue here. We can cast the ritual. Oh, that's not what I want. Ugh. That is definitely not what I wanted to do. Gonna take the Metamorphose and empty. Go double blue. Yeah, cast an opt. Guess there is a world that we hard cast this. We'll take a sleight of hand. We're in the market for one. Grape shot. So we're not quite to grape shot them for lethal range. So we can do 9 plus 1, that'd be 10 damage, not quite enough. So we're just gonna empty. Hope that they don't have double burn in hand. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah, we'll swing in for 1. I think that's pretty free. If they have some way to kill all these tokens, like maybe a Rakdos Charm. There's a bump in the night. And we do just have lethal on the crackback. Light up the stage, hoping for not double burn. Actually, they can't even cast double burn. Double land is definitely not double burn. So there, we're gonna take them out. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we get to sideboard again. I think I'm gonna keep it as is. They do have a Tormod's Crypt, and we probably have to be pretty wary of a Rakdos Charm. I think I'd just like to run it like this. I might take out the bolt for an opt. Or maybe the opt for a grape shot. Because I didn't see any Eidolons. Doesn't mean that they don't have them, but I think that grape shot's probably better. Seeing as they're mostly creatures, it seems. Yeah, this is going to be a mulligan. This is going to be a keep, but it's quite risky. I think we want the Serum Visions on top. Alright, we're really hoping for land drops to be able to hit this Madcap. Alright, let's hope for some lands. Off the Serum Visions. Alright, there's a land. Probably don't want this Grape Shot. And we get to double cantrip next turn. And then if we hit a land or a ritual, we can Madcap. Tormod's Crypt, yep, that's fine. Not gonna try to use our graveyard this game. We still do have the Past in Flames though if we get there. Oh, there's an Eidolon. Alright, that's great. The only plus side right now is that Eidolon will not work if we have Empyrean out. Or it'll be a one-sided Eidolon. Okay, that's not good. So we are gonna have to Serum Visions here. Alright, so I think we're just gonna bottom both of these. Actually, probably top the Ritual, bottom the Past in Flames. But we do get this Madcap experiment next turn, if they don't just kill us. We just need 2 life to be able to Madcap, and if they waste all their burn here, then we have a better chance of actually getting through this. The Swift Sphere is one of the least scary. Another Eidolon. Oh boy. So this means that this Empyrean is going to be fantastic. Alright, so just 4 a turn. Alright, yeah. This is great. Alright, so we'll just Ritual here. Dig 4. And then Madcap. Yeah, it's fantastic. We just don't want to attack in with the Empyrean, though. But any spell that they cast is going to cost them 4 life. So if they want to try to triple spell this Empyrean, it's going to be very rough for them. So they're going to go down to 12. Alright, so let's play out this Brawl. And now we can Ritual Manamorphose. Go for the double blue. That's unfortunate. But there is a world where we actually cast that. I think we grab Manamorphose and Empty. I think we sleight a hand here. Really want a huge Empty. Alright, so we grab the land here. We can Morphose. Red, blue. And then cast Empty. For 14. And this is a pretty great spot for us. Because now they have to deal with these goblins, and they also have to deal with this Empyreon. It's just not a good spot for them. Definitely don't want to attack in with this Empyreon, though. Because that's about the only way that I can see them actually coming back. But these Eidolons putting in work for them. Putting in work for us, I guess. So now every spell they cast is going to cost 4 life. We'll just rub it in a little bit that we get to cast spells and they don't. I just want to have more information. So I guess we can, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We won't be able to pay the life, so I guess we'll just attack in with these goblins. And now, unless they have like an ancient grudge, they won't even be able to deal with this Empyreon. Because I possibly shouldn't have attacked in with so many goblins. Could have left some back just in case they had an ancient grudge or something. Looks like they're going out the honorable way. By casting a bump in the night. So now any spell they cast is going to kill them. So now even if they do have an ancient grudge, they're just dead. Alright, and there is the match. Alright, we're up to 2-0. Empyreon putting in some work here. Alright, let's jump into round number 3 then. Alright, here we are for round number 3, and this is looking like a mulligan. Alright. This is better, but not great. I am going to keep that Metamorphose, though. Ooh, this is looking like Ad Nauseam. Ad Nauseam's pretty favorite, actually, since we could just go faster than them. But that is assuming that they're on Ad Nauseam. Alright, one top, one bottom. We'll just take it slow. Steam Vent's tapped. Yeah, alright, it's looking like Ad Nauseam. So we are just going to want to run out this Sprawl. And pass the turn. It's looking like a turn 4 kill for them, unless they have a Simian Spirit Guide and land. Oh, nothing. Alright, so I guess we'll just kill him here then. And they can't even Pact of Negation. Let's see what that happens. Alright, they play a Pact. I guess they might have a Simian Spirit Guide to pay for Pact, but that puts them in a very bad position. Spoils the Vault. Oh, maybe they have a something to make them not lose the game. Oh, they have the Solemnity combo. That's good to know. Yeah, they might have an Angel's Grace. Yeah. Okay. So they won't actually be able to win, I don't believe. Labman? Oh, do they have a spoils? Okay. Because I could have spoils and then named something that's not in their deck. And then just won there. Alright, not looking great. No attacks here. It's past, we know they have an ad nauseam in hand, but they only have 3 mana. Now they have 4. Serum Visions is fantastic. That is all not fantastic. Let's just hope they don't have another land and another spoils or something. Alright, there's a land. They still need something to just not die from ad nauseam. I think I'm gonna swing in with this Electromancer. Start getting the beat down in. Just pass turn. So they need like land Angel's Grace or play a Phyrexian Unlife. Alright, let's opt. Really just looking for anything. Yeah, that's fantastic. So great pickup. Oh, we only need 1 mana. It's got 2 cost reducers. Alright, let's take these. Let's Ritual and Gifts Ungiven. Alright, no Pact. They could still have an Angel's Grace. And it's pretty dire for them. They'd need 2 Angel's Graces. For 1 on my turn and 1 on their turn. So I don't kill them with Grape Shot, and then they'd also need 1 so that they don't die from their ad nauseam. So it's looking pretty good right now. Really just need to find our Grape Shot. We can give some given them. And we could grab Metamorphose. And be Noxious, Grape Shot, and Pyretic. Because we have the Past in Flames in hand. Let's see what they give us. So give us a Stormcat is visible. Alright, so now we can just Past in Flames. And then Grape Shot them. And I think if they have something like an Angel's Grace, which they do, I'm gonna go back and actually Grape Shot their Lab Maniac. Yeah, so just gonna Gifts Ungivens here, or Gifts Ungiven. And grab another Grape Shot so that we can kill their Lab Man. Let's grab a Sleight of Hand. And I'll Noxious the Grape Shot back on top. Metamorphose. All same targets. And we don't really have anything else to interact with them other than just slamming a big empty and hoping that does something. So to win, they would need a untapped land and a Angel's Grace. Or a Simian Spirit Guide, I guess. Yeah, or a Simian Spirit Guide and Angel's Grace. And an Ad Nauseam. We know they have the Ad Nauseam. We're okay with just passing. We can attack in. Just why not? Send a little bit of a message. Alright. Looks like we got there. Yeah, so on the sideboard, we did get to see a Solemnity, which is a little bit scary. They bottom both. I guess they could have another Angel's Grace, but oh man, so that means that they only need an untapped land or a mana source. Alright, we'll just pass. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so they just needed another mana to be able to win. So, in this game, Madcap isn't going to do quite what we want it to, since they have Laboratory Maniac to win. So at best it'll buy us like a turn. So we're going to want some, we're just going to want to go faster than them. So we're going to shave some ops, maybe put in another pieces. We could take out a Grape Shot. I'd probably put in another opt. And we can run it like that. We want the Echoing Truth just to break up their Solemnity combo. Their Solemnity plus Phyrexian Unlife, and for those who don't know, Phyrexian Unlife says that your life total can be below 0, and any time that your delta damage in your life is 0 or below, it gets dealt as poison counters, and Solemnity says players and creatures can't, or permanents, I guess, it's players and permanents can't gain counters. I am going to keep this hand. It's a bit risky, but we can play out a Brawl and then pieces the next turn. Don't have any red mana though. But I think that should be okay. We can still grab some some cantrips. Alright, let's grab a Pyretic Ritual. Not much of a choice. Ooh, 1 mana for them. That is not what they want to have going for them. Here we get to play out a Brawl. Alright. Or actually, they did play down a land, didn't they? I'm just blind. It was the same land. I was very confused. Alright, so here I am going to Ritual. And then pieces. That way we have access to another blue mana if we want. Which we do want, just not this turn. So I think I'm just gonna play out Electromancer and swing in and set up for next turn. Which, if we cast Gifts Ungiven, we would have had only enough mana to Ritual, and we wouldn't be able to cast Past in Flames. While here, we have enough, because we hit our 6 mana. So we take just a standard pile. And let's Ritual, and then I'll cast Past in Flames. Want it to hold priority. Let's shock in that. Alright. And now we get to just Ritual. And Manamorphose for double blue. Play a pieces. We will grab Past in Flames Manamorphose. Play the Manamorphose. Sure, play an Electromancer. Play a Serum Visions. And then we can Gifts Ungiven them. Grab some. Then we could also grab Echoing Truth. Probably not Echoing Truth, actually. Probably want Empty. Don't want the Echoing Truth to hit the yard. I guess it would have been okay since we have Noxious. Just trying to get up to 19. I would assume that there's going to be an Angel's Grace of some sort, and that's why our opponent is letting us do all this. Yep, there's the Angel's Grace. I think I do want to get the Echoing Truth to hand. Alright, they're spoilsing. What are they naming? Guess they grab ad nauseam. Oh, Phyrexian Unlife. Alright. Alright. So this is where we want to get the Echoing Truth. I'm gonna try to find it really quick. Yeah, it's not looking like we're gonna find it like that, so I'm just going to Gifts Ungiven. Oh. Blue. Grab the Echoing Truth. Grab a Ritual. Sure, as pieces and an Echoing Truth. Or and a Gifts Ungiven. And we want to grab the Echoing Truth in hand so that we can cast it twice. So let's go Echoing Truth. And now we could Serum Visions for it. Bottom, top, sure. No attacks. Let's discard 2 Brawls. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's cool. Alright, so what we can do is we could swing in to turn off. Oh, I guess City of Brass doesn't get turned off by that. But here they're going to have to use an Angel's Grace if they have it. Yep, there it is. Alright, and now we can just play land and pass. Because once their life total is at 0, Angel's Grace doesn't do anything. Oh, did we mess this up? Yeah, they can pact now. I guess that was a bit of a punt. Should have Echoing Truth still on my turn. I guess we can let them do their thing. Yeah, there's the Lightning Storm. Yeah, we definitely should have Echoing Truth, so they'd have to do it on our turn. I feel kind of silly now. I think we just run it back here. Yeah, definitely should have Echoing Truth on our turn. That way if they wanted to pact it, they would have to pact it and pay it in their upkeep. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. If we had a card like Wipe Away, we could have actually gone for that line since it has Split Second and it's uncounterable. So maybe that's why we should have Wipe Away over Echoing Truth. Unfortunate. Alright, so now we get to go first. Would like to go first, and I am going to keep this hand even though it's a bit risky. We've got double Serum Visions to hopefully smooth it out. And we've got an Echoing Truth to do on our turn rather than their turn, if we have the win. Alright, opponent's on a mold of 4. That does not seem great for them. Alright, we're going to double bottom. And Sleight of Hand is going to be better for us to try to find a land. So we're going to Sleight of Hand first. Alright, we hit a land. And now we can Serum Visions. Alright, this is fantastic. All we need now is just a little bit of luck. So we're gonna run out the Electromancer next turn. Hopefully they don't like Slaughter Pact and pay for it with a Spirit Guide. We could have, I guess we technically could have ritualed Manamorphosed, played Electromancer, ritualed Manamorphosed, but that leaves us pretty susceptible to running out of gas. So we'll ritual and pieces. Pact of Negation. That is going pretty deep. So we'll ritual again. Double blue. Ooh, that is just straight gas. So we'll just ritual. Manamorphose. Just even more gas. Alright, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to even pay for their pact. I don't think Lotus Bloom's coming off, but it might be. Okay, yeah, Lotus Bloom's coming off, so they would be able to actually pay for it. So we'll just, whiff. Just really gotta find our grape shot here. And we've got the gifts given to try to find it. Take that. Alright, now we can play around surgical with the Noxious. So I think I'm gonna go for grabbing the grape shot now. Now we can grab an island and Aspire. Does not particularly matter. Now we can Past in Flames and Grape Shot them. And they could just very well have an Angel's Grace here. But if they have an Angel's Grace, then they won't be able to ad nauseam on their turn. But there we go. That is taking down ad nauseam. Bit of a punt in last game, but we're up to 3-0. Let's go for round number 4. All right, here we are for round number 4, and I would like to play first. This looks like a fantastic hand. Alright, so I'm going to play the Sea Vents untapped first, since I am going to be using up my mana each turn. Don't really want another land, but I am good with another Serum Visions. Valakut. Alright. Looks like this is a race. So we're just going to play out our Brawl and pass the turn. Flame Slash. Wasn't actually expecting that. So let's play out our Serum Visions. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. And we can just pass turn. If they tap out next turn, we can just win. Farseek. That's okay. so they're just going to pass the turn with the mana open. I think it's okay to try to go for it here. Cast a Manamorphose. Now I'll just cast a Ritual. We can just go for the standard pile. Let's see what they give us. Let's go red-blue here. Play a Ritual. Go red-blue again. Now we can pass in Flames. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And now we can just win. No, they didn't have anything. Or else they should have used it already. Let's go for a Grape Shot here. Let's see if that draws out the Concede. This is definitely not a matchup that we want to bring in the Empyrean combo. They can't just kill it with Valakut triggers. Here we'll just Grape Shot them. Alright, there's the Concede. Alright, so it's another race, so what we're going to want to do is not bring in these. And probably not empty, because they are going to have Angers, so we can take out a Grape Shot, put in a Pieces. Alright. So this looks like a pretty okay hand. Just really need to find something to do with our mana. Hopefully they don't have Damping Sphere or something. In which case we should have put in Echoing Truth. Those are Serum Visions. Looking for a Gifts Ungiven or Pieces. Do we want the empty? I think we do want the empty. Just in case something happens. That's a bit odd. Don't know what that means, but I think I am just going to run out the Brawl here. The upside of if he sticks around will be quite great. Guess they could also play a, what's it called? Trindosphere. But right here, we're just going to Pieces. Alright, there's something else to do. We don't quite have enough mana to Gifts Ungiven. I think I'm gonna grab double blue for that. Just more cantrips. I think I'm gonna opt here. Don't want an opt. We're gonna Grape Shot the Tireless Tracker, as well as them. That way they don't get their clue value. And we can swing in for 1. Oop. Whoops. Hopefully that doesn't matter. Bailoff. I don't think that's right to bring in against us. So let's see, what can we do here? We can just Gifts a Given and set up for next turn. But I'm trying to think if we could do anything tricky with this Noxious. We could Noxious on top the Metamorphose. We could Noxious the Ritual. And we do have this Past in Flame, so if we Noxious the Ritual on top, then Serum Visions, we'll get access to our graveyard. I think I'm gonna try that, and then whatever we hit off of our Serum Visions, we can draw with this Metamorphose. Two Serum Visions is definitely not what we want. So here we can just Past in Flames, Ritual, Metamorphose. Double blue. Mountain's good. I think we just want a pieces here. That's a double ritual. That's real good for us. So here we get to just Gifts a Given and grab a standard pile. And then we can continue to go off by getting another Past in Flames. And now we can Ritual again. And now we can Grape Shot them, and that is taking down Scapeshift very nicely. They were probably trying to mulligan down to a hate card, so possibly should have actually put in this Echoing Truth. Obstinate Baloth is definitely not what you want in this matchup. Gaining 4 life doesn't really do a whole lot. But yeah, that's taking down Scapeshift. We're up to 4-0. This might be the 5-0 dream. Let's go into round number 5. Here we are for round number 5, and we have lost the die roll. On the draw, I think I'm going to keep this. I've got enough cantrips to try to find some lands. So let's keep it. It's looking like burn. This probably isn't the best hand versus burn. They reveal a Past in Flames. Alright, well the jig's up. They know what we're on. So let's Spire Bluff. Serum Visions. Unfortunately, I have to double bottom. Let's hope for a land. There's an Eidolon. Ooh, that hurts. Alright, no land. We've got to opt main phase because they get 2 looks rather than 1. Alright. That's going to be a concede out of us. Alright, but we do get our super secret sideboard tech of Madcap Experiment and Platinum Empyrean. And it does seem like they are on a um, a Boros burn list, so our graveyard's probably going to be ripped. Then we could take out some cost reducers, and we can run it like this. Really looking for a madcap experiment in this game. And then we can try to empty the warrens to close it out. Alright, we get to play. This looks like a pretty good hand. I think I am going to keep it, even though it doesn't have a madcap experiment. It's really only missing just something to do with all this mana. Let's hope that we find it. If we draw a cantrip next turn, I think I am going to play it rather than running out the Electromancer to die. Let's see what happens. Here's a Goblin Guide, so you get to see what's on top. A Grape Shot. Alright, so I think I am going to play out this Manamorphose, just to try to get another look at something. Well, there's a Madcap experiment. I think we just play that. Get a big ol' 8/8 that says my life total can't change. Let's hope they don't have paths. Possibly could have waited a turn. They could try to get our life total a little bit lower. But I think just running it out is pretty good in the early game. They'd need double bolt to kill it. If they block with Goblin Guide, they need double bolt. I think what we do is we just Desperate Ritual and Grape Shot the Goblin Guide. That way they can't just double bolt it. Now we get to swing in for 8. Life total is staying pretty high. That's fine by me. Let's see what they have. They have an Eidolon? Sure. Means they won't be able to cast spells after this if they don't block. Alright, they smartened up. They blocked. Alright, let's run out this Electromancer. Yeah, there's the concede. Alright, so now they might be bringing in paths. I think I'm okay with that. So I think we just run it back like this. We could bring in the Lightning Bolt. Maybe over an Opt. Let's try to run it like this. So really the main way that they can beat us is if they have an answer for the Empyrean if we play it, or if they can just always kill our cost reducers. So by going cost reducer down, we can also just empty. But this is for all the marbles. We're up to 4-0. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty risky keep, but I think I am going to keep it. On the back of the Serum Visions. Alright, here's the Goblin Guide. Please be land, please be land. Oh, there's the land. Alright, so I think I've got a Serum Visions here. Try to put a land on top. No. So I could put the Ritual on top. And we can get a Madcap experiment. Let's go down the sleight of hand. Rest in peace. That's okay. Hopefully they don't also have Path. I think I am just going to double Ritual, that way I can... I guess I don't get to play pieces next turn unless they kill my Empyrean. I think I'm still gonna double Ritual Madcap. Just say, deal with it. That is a lot of cards revealed. So we hit both of our grape shots there. We hit... Put this right here. Let's see, we hit... all of our Madcap experiments. They revealed the pieces. Not really gonna block the Goblin Guide that opens us up to a double bolt. Or a Searing Blaze bolt, I guess. I don't see why not to attack. I think I'm going to cast this Manamorphose for blue-red. Cast the second one. Another blue-red. There's an untapped land. Now we can cast our pieces. Alright. So we're chucking our other Platinum Empyrean. Just good to keep that in mind. So we don't try to Madcap. Alright. Yeah, no attacks. I think we just pieces again. Grab this empty. I'm not going to attack. I'm going to be a little bit conservative. Don't want to open us up to a double bolt. And we're going to get a pretty big empty next turn if we choose to go that route. Or we can wait another turn in pieces. Which I think is what I'm going to do. Now they can possibly kill our Empyrean. Alright, so Riftbolt suspended. That says to me that our Empyrean's probably not long for the, or probably doesn't belong in this world anymore. Grape Shot, that's pretty good. So we can't quite empty and Grape Shot, so I think I'm just going to Grape Shot the Goblin Guide and swing in. Oh, I guess we could have won this turn, couldn't we? If I double ritualed, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah. I could have double ritualed pieces and then grape shotted. Oh boy. Hope that doesn't cost us. Hope that doesn't cost us. Looks like our Empyrean's gonna die this turn, but hopefully we can land a pretty large empty. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I can't believe I missed that grape shot line for 3. Alright, we did board in a bolt, so we do have that. Yeah, they can't crack all their lands. See if they bolt here. Is it gonna be another Searing Blaze? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna cost us since they won't have enough lands, or they won't have enough cards in hand. They only got 2. Yeah, Empyrean did its job. All we gotta do is remember not to use the second one. Let's see, we've got 5 mana, 6, 7, so we could pieces and rituals, or pieces and empty. So let's do just that. Gotta make sure to click on the right one. A Madcap Experiment misclick could actually kill us this turn. But I think 8 is a conservative amount. Don't really need to expend all of our resources. Don't know what they could quite have if they're even playing like an Anger or something, but I'd rather keep these in hand. Let's see what happens. I mean, if let's say their hand is 4 Boros or 3 Boros Charms, that's only 12 damage. They can't even cast 3 Boros Charms, so yeah, they could be a triple bolt. Puts us down to 7. So Empyrean did its job. Gained us lots of life, and there it is. That is the 5-0 with Storm. Fantastic game. Yeah, this is my 75 right now. I think it's really good in the meta. Definitely think the all in on Empty the Warrens plus Empyrean is a fantastic fantastic combo. But that'll be wrapping it up. This is fantastic. Went 5-0. I guess I could open up a treasure chest here. Let's open up one. Alright, 5 play points. Not great. But yeah, that'll be it for this week. I really like this 75. And this is me, signing out. See ya.